Welcome. So Kathleen here. I thought I would give you a tour of my studio space today, so bear with me because the camera is going to not be necessarily the steadiest thing in the world because it's me moving it. So this is what I see when I'm recording my the art videos. This other side here is usually where my computer, you can see the mic there. I have various and sundry sorts there, various things for my desk, but this side allows me to access some of my more existential reading material, if you will, and herbalism and essential oils. That's all kind of that side of the studio. Then we're going to move around to the other side. Hold on, don't get blinded by the light there. And you're going to be able to see, this is kind of my working studio space. So we have my table that you're usually what you see. But then this is my, let me get the camera here to load in. This is kind of all my working supplies. This is kind of what I need right at hand when I'm working on my watercolors. Everything from my watercolors that I put into containers to liquid watercolors, the brushes that I use, watercolor crayons, watercolor pencils, some additional supplies, pan watercolors, both a regular pan and an iridescent set. That iridescent set, y'all, is amazing. And I did a review, kind of just not really a review, but kind of sharing with you what that looks like. The back side here with my, look, I even have an empty shelf. I'm so excited. This back side is kind of where I store when I do paper. I have various and sundry pieces that are done on paper. I typically turn those into either cards or sometimes small pieces of art, like nothing really larger than 5 by 7 or 8 by 10. I have a projector that I use. You're going to learn a little bit more about how and why I use a projector at times. I have some of my art pads, the watercolor pads that I use. I like them when they're already bound. It kind of helps prevent me from having to tape things down, as well as supplies for cards. Let's check out the other side over here. Let me move my chair out of the way. And then you'll be able to see where I have some additional, this is where I store kind of long-term supplies, so watercolors in tubes. I have powdered pigments that I'll use. Those are here. On the floor you can see where I've got some of my art panels. I've got my easel is here, currently is hosting some of my daughter's artwork. And then here, let's swing back around. Let me try not to make you too dizzy. And then we're going to keep swinging all the way back around. And then over in this far corner over here, I have some paper storage for when I do mixed media pieces. We've got a great art supply store, a local store, which is just amazing. And they have the best paper selection. And then I'm going to turn it over to here, what you can only sort of see. So I also knit and crochet, so all of that. And there is my yarn with a spot here for me to kind of sit and relax. So I've got a chaise right there. So then I just, like I said, give you a little quick tour. So it's not a super long video, but give you a tour of the studio so you can kind of get an idea. And then I'm going to turn this down so you can kind of see. Yeah, so this is what kind of some of the research stage looks like. And I hope you enjoy having seen kind of a tour of what my studio space looks like. It's really kind of messy right now. My daughter, my young daughter who's 6, her desk is in here, and so some of what you saw is the disaster zone of us trying to get that cleaned up. Yeah, the cleanup on that one has not worked out so well, but we're getting there, so we have to have patience. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the studio, and I hope you join me for another video.